Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-hosts, Brian
What's going on, everybody?
and Brett.
Hey girls, kitty kitty purr, slay.
I actually really do like that's one of your better ones, Brian. Brian, Brett. As you can see here in the title, we are here to talk Big Brother. This is Big Brother 25. This was episode 10. If you are watching live, this is Thursday, August 24th. There was an eviction tonight in the beginning of another head of household. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube and especially on TikTok for our Big Brother coverage. Brett's been doing a good job keeping up on there, and we will be way more consistent day to day. Maybe not your live feed coverage, but we will make sure you know what is going on each episode of Big Brother. I'm glad I caught up. Brian, you caught up as well today, ready for tonight's live eviction. There was a lot of social media buzz going on about the Hisam backdoor, Big Brother making backdooring okay on reality TV. All right, let's just full spoilers, obviously, everyone. I want to get right to it. I want to hear from Brett specifically. Hisam unanimously. Now, this was, as Brian noted pre-show, the third unanimous vote of the season. I thought Hisam was going to be a fun player to have. I liked it. I thought he was very strategic, but like literally was given to him in his feedback. He did too much too soon. Brett, I want to get your feedback on Hisam's game. Do you agree with Cerie's feedback that he did too much too soon?
So, I mean, I think he was a strong competitor for sure. So he was on the radar there. That wasn't the big thing. It was the fact that he was in an alliance with Cerie, and Cerie is the ringleader of her alliance. And her, Felicia, and Izzy all decided that he was speaking to them condescendingly as a man. So they decided that they wanted to just get rid of him instead of try to work with him. As of this episode, I thought there might be some legs to stand on. Where I know in live feeds they were flipping back and forth to try to like maybe save him, maybe not save him. But I definitely think he rubbed them the wrong way, and they decided it was better just to cut him because they have all the other house guests like falling at their feet. From what I hear on the live feeds as well, because Cerie's just like the master puppeteer of the whole thing. So I feel bad for Hisam. You know, he got out our girl Riley, so that was the last episode I did. So I guess it was revenge for Riley in that sense. But his game receded quicker than his hairline.
uh Brian, I want to hear your thoughts. I have some counter thoughts possibly to that take.
Yeah, I think if he just knew how to talk to people in general, I think he would have maybe saved himself. It's funny that he's a doctor and he doesn't know how to talk to people. I was just like wondering, like, Brett, if they, because it's been like I feel like recently people are saying like, "Oh, I'm going to save you, I'm going to save you," and we see 15 to 20 minutes of this talking in the episode, and then it's just a straight up, like we said, one-sided vote. And why don't people just throw a burner? Like, how will they find out who did the vote?
That has happened in the past, but in this season, people are scared. I think
They're
they're too
scared.
scared, or they don't know how it works.
I think
How does
that's
it
good for
work? There's
I
24
Cerie.
seasons
think
before.
after he left, what?
I said there's 24 seasons before. What do you mean they don't know how it works? I'm not saying you at you, but like, how does that?
I mean, yeah, we could say that about all the shows we watch. There's people claim
Yeah, I
they're
mean, you're
like
right.
fans of the game and they're terrible. Like, I
If you
just
throw
think,
a burner, people are
yeah,
going to question who's the
who did
burner,
it?
who's the
Okay,
burner. So if you crack under pressure, maybe it's in your best interest just not to do it, because
A
then
okay.
camouflage
you'll
vote.
like panic whenever
I mean, that
someone
makes
asks
sense.
you. So that might be it.
That makes
All right.
sense.
My opinion. So, like, I haven't been episode to episode. I was literally like 4 or 5 behind, and I watched them all tonight, like after work. And listen, I get what you're saying, Brett. Like, definitely the Cherie, the Felicia, like their alliance, like in their specific inner circle of their alliance, definitely does not want to be dictated to. I don't think it that necessarily is like the male versus female thing. I frankly think that like Hisam was talking to people like a jerk. I
Yeah,
thought he was being a jerk, and that's all. And like, I'm not
he's a
saying that you're
robot.
fully wrong, but I think if this guy literally had never said a word and just chilled and nodded, he could have easily rode for another 2, 3 weeks and still play strategically. But like, I watch a lot of the live feed stuff on TikTok and Twitter, and like, cut people off, man. People do not, especially in a game like this, in a
Yeah.
strategic game, make sure people are finished their sentences. I'm not saying I am immune to like cutting people off, talking, even podcasting like that. When you're in a game like that is like where you need to really be sure someone's done talking. He wasn't worried about that. He also was a geriatric doctor. These people can't hear. He dictates the show. He's a pediatrician. He's not giving lollipops to anybody. He's giving enemas and like death sentences.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that I agree with you, Bill. Like, if he just talked to people better, I think he could have done a little better in his game. And even if they did save him, like, do we think he actually would have followed through with the "I will like support you no matter what"? Because if he did, I mean, that just sets up Suri even more. Like Brett, you're saying pre-show, she's like the puppet master. Um, I just if everyone's gonna vote and be a sheep, how is she not gonna win?
I don't know who would take her out at this point. I think,
Yeah.
I mean, is he's like her number one ally in Felicia? I don't think they would even cut her. I
No,
mean,
I
at
don't
this
think so
point.
either, man. Like all the interactions, they're like, and that's why Cerise's so good at the game is she does the opposite of Hisam. She talks to you like she cares about you. She like remembers things that you say. She treats you like almost like a family member, and that resonates with a lot of people. And I think that's why she did well in Traders. That's why she did really well in Survivor. Like she's very personable, and especially in this game, you need to just treat people with respect, even if you're lying.
Well, that's a big thing with so this HOH was Felicia, so she won the HOH with like it was like one of those crapshoot games, and
Yeah.
basically from what I hear like through like live feed stuff behind the scenes, Suri, basically told Felicia like what we should do and told Izzy what we should do,
Hmm.
and just made it seem like it was like a group
Yeah.
effort, but it
Yep.
was really stemming from Suri's mind.
Yeah. She's
So
Darth. She's Emperor Palpatine.
She is, and I love her, and we are all Sith Lords on this podcast. So,
Yeah, I'm a fan, man.
Brett, we will be back for Sunday night. I will commit to you coming back Sunday night. We have Love Island's finale Sunday night, so depending on it, it may be a little bit of a late night review. I know there was a Challenge USA episode. I'm also committing to trying to get caught up by this weekend. We do have some finales coming up, so the schedule will lighten up. Make sure, like I said, everyone, that you are subscribed on here and on TikTok, and you will be fully covered here and all of our other franchises. But until
remind
next
everyone
time,
to vote.
what?
Yes.
We got to remind everyone to vote. So everyone on our TikTok, we had the Matt TikTok that blew up
Yeah,
almost 2
vote.
million. So
Yeah,
everyone
vote.
likes Matt, right? So what it is, it's the power of invincibility. So it sounds
Okay.
like it's a
Yep.
comeback for somebody to come back into the house. So we want everyone to vote for Matt so that he can hopefully save Riley, bring Riley back into the house, and then it might stir some chaos
Oh,
within the
do they
game.
kind of they sit these people who aren't even on the jury yet? They're just still in like the bullpen.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all still chilling there.
It sounds like it based off the advertisement that they had
Hmm.
tonight. So
Cool.
Interesting.
yeah,
Well, then we will cover. Actually, Brett, throw some things out there, some thoughts out on TikTok about that, actually, too, and theorize like who you want to come back and what. I think people will be interested in that. But until then, as far as our Big Brother coverage on YouTube, we'll be back on Sunday night. But for myself, Brian, and Brett, until next time, thank you. Peace.